And now this year is the Soca Empire. You don't let me do my intro. Shall we do? Let me do my intro. What is good, guys? Blaqrose Supreme here, back with another episode, Pick Up and Vibe. And if you haven't seen any of the other episodes as yet, be sure to go and check them out. Great artists, great interviews, great performances. Today is a great day. The top is off, clouds covering the whole island. You got some sun peeping out. I got the top off, the back rolled up. Listen, today is going to be a great day. And for my next guest, my next artist, she was nominated in 2024 Best New Soca Artist. Now in 2025, it's the Soca Impact Award. My good friend, we've known each other since secondary school. Technically, she's my neighbor because I just lived down the street, Capella Rock, and hit she roof and thing. She's my neighbor as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the Soca baddie, Miss Faith Callender.
Yo!
Zessin and thing, and I got my little small chain, quarter zessin. I got a bunch of apples in the fridge that need to be eaten. You ready for your show later? Your face done beat down for your show later? Oh, alright, great. I'm just making sure. Because times get pushed by all kind of thing. But I mean, if I'm being honest, that was expected because is a woman, see?
Yeah.
Face how to beat and all kind of thing. You know, I know how it goes.
Slander.
I know how it goes. Women is stacked forever. But yeah, how you feel about this new nomination? Actually, what's the feeling like from getting your first nomination last year to the nomination this year? Like, what I feel like?
Amazing. It means that people watching, and it means that I'm doing something right.
Yeah, really watching. Watching. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching from the beginning. Followers up. Like everything all the way up. You had those overseas performances that you know definitely had some eyes peeping and people was like, yo, who's this thing is? Oh, who's this sexy guy? I saw that singing the thing.
From Barbados.
From Barbados. Ding. Red. Sexy was. Red. She look good. She singing good. Woo.
Yeah, man. It feels great for sure to be nominated among some of people that you look up till you come up.
Oh, for sure, because that category this year,
that's a big category.
Yo, not just a big category. I feel like you up in there with some big ones.
Yeah.
You up in there with some big ones. So yeah.
I feel blessed and honored, man, for sure.
Yeah. So for those who don't know who the Soca baddie is,
it's me.
What has the journey been like? And I'm really trying to do no big law talking. I more want to gain the performance. That's the honest truth.
Right.
But, as formalities, I still have to ask some of these questions because some of the people want to know. So, what has the journey been like? I see it very big on team because it feels like every year the team getting bigger and bigger.
Yes.
But not too big because, from the time things get too big is when it can be...
Can't afford to pay all that people.
Yeah, but it's expanding in terms of delegation. So yeah, what's it been like before having the team now, that kind of thing?
Man, the journey is a roller coaster. There's the ups, the downs, the moments when you feel like, yeah, boy, I'm making waves, I'm making steps, and then sometimes you're down in the valley, you're wondering what the hell.
Down with this.
Like, what you really doing here, though?
Yeah. The job. Yeah.
I mean, I ain't nobody day job part. You die for me.
Honestly, right? This is 2025. I haven't had an actual day job 9 to 5 since 2009 or 2010.
Yeah, since I left school. Same.
I know. I feel like we are too much of the rebel mentality to go and work with somebody.
We too embedded in this thing for sure.
Yeah. Too much money.
Yeah, that part. But it has been great, man. The success has been in the journey. So. Just being able to see the growth, things that I am living in now, I literally once dreamed of, literally once prayed about. So just to see the manifestation of what's happening right now is fantastic. Before the team, I used to do a lot of things myself, and I think that served me well in knowing different facets of my business and what needs to be done, how, when, where, and then be able to delegate that to the team, people who come on board, see the vision, and it really helps to help the artist to grow in a way
For sure.
that would allow me to be more of the artist. So that's what we're working on right now, putting systems in place that I can be more of the artist, you know, and not the manager and the stylist and the
It's only so
assistant
much.
and the videographer and the
It's only so much of that you could do in your career. I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like even for like being a DJ, that is something that's important. Being able to do graphics and do this and do edits.
Yeah,
and
you
all
should be
that
able
stuff.
to do your own things for sure. At least have the know-how,
Correct.
especially when you're first starting out, because this thing is take a lot of money. So if
Whoa, I save. Listen, learning Final Cut Pro to edit videos and learning Photoshop to edit photos and Lightroom and stuff like that, I ain't gonna lie, let's save so much money.
is how you save a lot
I
of money.
save a
for
lot
sure.
of money because imagine having to, or let's say for instance now, or you're an artist. Let's just say I'm an artist and I put out a song and I gotta do a music video. All right, well I can't shoot it myself. I gotta get someone to shoot it.
Yeah.
That's money. That's money for sure. You have to owe. There's no if buts or maybes. You have to owe that money.
Yeah.
But then editing, no. I
You
know
said
how
no
to edit.
edit.
I gotta get somebody to edit now. And when I see some of them prices, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, just for what?
I mean, it is an expensive industry, and you can't knock nobody prices because we're all creators and we all gotta eat. We all have to, call the prices that we think our value is worth.
Correct.
So it's all about, again, finding people that are willing to work with you, especially on the come up, on the journey. Because what you will look and charge Marshall, you can't look and charge me. I am making our money. You know what I mean?
I got Marshall
money yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, just finding people that are willing to work with you, and I believe that loyalty is very, 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 very important value, and just taking them people along the right way.
I had some questions I didn't want to ask, but I can ask them.
Oh, Lord, no.
You're under a little pressure now. With,
under pressure. Let me start there. Under no pressure.
I feel like
God is the greatest.
I feel like God is the greatest. I feel like the season has started hot already
With
in terms of like controversy, in terms of vibe,
sure.
all kind of things.
For sure.
This new song you have out
Yes.
has been causing some waves, whether you look at it in a good way or a bad way. Have you seen what's been?
Of course, but I'm blind.
Have you seen what's been going on?
I am blind. I see.
What do you think about that? Is it something that you had intended in the beginning, or you was kind of shocked at the responses?
I know that it was gonna get some kind of controversial conversation happening because, like it or not, Barbados is a hypocritical country.
What?
Right?
What?
If you say one thing, I'll be doing the next thing.
We just cry down from we on and accept from others. But
Correct.
I
so I knew, let me not. But so I knew that there was gonna be some conversation. The level of conversation and the forums on which is being displayed, I didn't expect that level. However, I am truly grateful because I want to pushing up my numbers.
Yes. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. So everybody that they know who Faith Callender is and what BAJAN code is.
The no.
The no.
The no.
And honestly, the majority of the comments towards the song is positive because that's what I intended it to be. I did not do the song for people to be complaining that I sing Russell and Callender because them is two BAJAN words.
Yeah,
like
and
legit.
I think it's too like we as adults and like if
We
we
are
as children
adults.
now and because when you was young and you're coming up in the church and you say Callender and grandmother get a lash behind your head. even if you holler for call, you're getting a hard lash. You're getting a real hard lash.
But even with that, as you said, as children, I feel like culture has evolved so much. And I'm going to have a deeper conversation about this. But culture has evolved. Like, if you go anywhere in the world, them is the two words that, if you hear you looking back for a BAJAN, or if you say you was a BAJAN, that's the first thing that they are going to say to identify you as a BAJAN.
No, I keep it at PG-13 because I may have some kids that are watching. But what the brass ball going on? We fling couple Call blend is alright.
You know what I mean?
But you
So-
know, fling couple brass balls here and there. But I mean, like, what I was trying to understand is why is all this happening for one line?
And the thing is, we've had so many songs before me. And again, not like it's the first one
Oh
that
my
used curse words in a
goodness.
song. We've had so many songs before me who has used the exact same word. People that are not even from Barbados had the biggest song in soca throughout all the carnivals. And be just singing it low to the top of the voice, and I ain't see nobody in no newspaper saying nothing.
It's crazy. But
You know what I mean?
again, going back to, and when we say we, even us as well, we as a country, we are very hypocritical. And I realize that there's a lot of things that, as I said earlier, we don't accept from our own.
It's true.
But
and it's
somebody
sad,
else
man.
will come and do it.
And yeah.
It's like, listen, this is what I'll say. If there's anyone watching this from outside of Barbados and you really want to understand Barbados and you've never been to Barbados, Tef featuring Lead Pipe, Barbara. Go and listen to that song. That is everything we here talking about is in that song and even more. All right, so we about to get into the first performance. We're doing a couple of songs. It looked like an exclusive down through this, so something that ain't dropped just yet. Based on what I'm seeing on my laptop in the back seat. But you know what? Let me kick it off with something from last year. One of my favorites from last year. Not just from you, but in general.
Okay.
One of my favorites from last year.
Drink 2 drinks like a falling.
Yeah. For all the lightweights out
Drink
there,
2 drinks like a falling.
Faith Callender.
Once a bar or a cooler day. Bring the ice, pass the rum. 2 drinks and it go.
Why me don't bring the drinks though? You should have had a little drink.
I drive in.
I stumbling down. Look, the liquor gonna get. Head gonna get. 2 drinks and I drunk. I stumbling down.
Wow.
Look, the liquor gonna get.
Faith Callender outside, y'all. Let me go.
I drink 2 drinks like a falling. Falling up.
You're a lightweight.
Get in my head, I am calling my lightweight. I don't care. Driver, don't stop at all.
I can't stop.
Stop and call, cause it calling me. Hear it calling my name. That the bar full up. Alcoholic.
I know you can't drink. They still want drinks and all. The bar still calling you for drinks.
Bar calling here, boy.
2 drinks and I drunk. I stumbling down. Look, the liquor gonna get. Head gonna get. 2 drinks and I drunk.
I'm drunk.
I stumbling down.
I'm sweet.
Look, the liquor gonna get. Head gonna get. I drink 2 drinks like I'm falling up. Liquor in my head, vibes calling for the DJ to play this song. Make we put we cup in the air.
High in the sky.
Cause alcoholic calling me. Hear it calling my name. That the bar full up. Alcoholic calling me.
Sing about alcohol, but you know, I drive it, so just be responsible, you know? Be responsible to stop
2
over.
drinks and I drunk. I stumbling down. Look, the liquor gonna get. Head gonna get. 2 drinks and I drunk. I stumbling down. Look, the liquor gonna get. Head gonna get. 2 drinks and I drunk. I stumbling down. Look, the liquor gonna get. Head gonna get. 2 drinks and I drunk. I stumbling down. Look, the liquor gonna get. Head gonna get. Calling me. Hear it calling my name. The bar full up. Alcoholic calling me. Hear it calling my name. That's it. Why fill up me.
2 drinks and I
Guess
drunk.
what?
You know what? That was one of my favorite songs for
Why?
last year. Because I have something called a 1 cup policy whenever I go out. Because I be driving myself, you know, I ain't get to the stage that I can have a chauffeur.
Right.
So I had to drive myself, you know. And I just work hard when I go in these parties and play. So 1 drink is enough. And when I say 1 drink, I don't mean 1 drink per party. Like 1 cup for the night. But if I'm feeling a sour way, I would still hit a double cup, you know. If I ain't too far from home.
A double cup.
I hit a double cup, you know, we go down along the line. But then also too, I was a part of the music video.
Right.
We shot that video,
Yeah.
and I ain't gonna lie, that was some fun.
For sure.
This thing was supposed to be 2 hours. That about 6. But it was fun.
These things is going.
But it was
these
fun.
things is
I ain't
going.
gonna lie, it was fun. Shooting that music video was real fun.
Yeah,
Met
for
some
sure,
folks.
for sure.
I actually saw some folks that I ain't seen in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then to be there while it's all happening, while we figuring it out.
Yes.
Yo, that was an experience there, yo. 2
For
drinks.
sure. And I drunk.
And a drunk. Right. You get us in the top boat.
Always. I try my best to keep out to the way.
Right.
Because them always have something to say.
Always.
I know misery like company. I just hold a corner.
The red miserable up there, man.
Plant your feet, listen, I'm on the ground. I pray for better days to come. I just move to the beat of the drum. They're always trying to fight me down. That's
Right.
why I can't stand it. With that bad energy. That like it want pull up. That want pull up. That asking for a pull up.
Crazy.
Really just trying to cater myself and all.
Yeah, you have to. Some people are miserable, you know.
I try my best to keep out to the way.
Right.
Because them always have something to say.
Always.
I know misery like company. I just hold a corner cause I don't want a friend of me. Plant your feet, stand firm on the ground.
Right.
And pray for better days to come. I just move to the beat of the drum. They always
Well, you
try
tell
to
them,
fight
Faith.
me down. That's why I can't stand it. With that, good soul up, good soul, that energy.
For what we do.
That's why I can't take that.
Watch it from there.
With that bad energy. But we can
Faith
still
Callender,
get
talk about this.
I when I bubble and I fling it and I walk up my bumper. Go talk about that. How I drink on my rum and I tip and bend over. Go talk about this. How I bubble and I fling it and I walk up my bumper. Go talk about that.
Right.
How I drink on my rum and I tip and bend over.
What you say?
They cannot take away your blessings now.
At all.
So don't bother stressing now. Look, no matter how hard them I try, you don't wish to be you and keep watching, yeah. It's only positive vibes every time. To study them, just enjoy your life.
Right.
They will do anything to survive. I don't know why them so bad mind. That's why I can't stand it.
Can't stand it, boy. They're freakier.
Go in. That's why I can't take them.
Can't take them.
With that bad energy.
Always got something to say whether they're good or bad. I don't know what happened to them.
But talk about them. How I bubble and I fling it and I walk up the bumper. Go talk about that. How I drink and I rum and I tip and bend over. Go talk about this. How I bubble and I fling it and I walk up the bumper.
Go talk about that.
How I drink and I rum and I tip and bend over.
Yeah.
Never me again, never me again. I ain't gonna get in at all. Keep calling my name, keep calling my name. They have so much things to say. Never me again, nah. I don't really cater. But if you have time, little bit, since you wanna then talk about this. How I bubble and I fling it and I walk up my bumper. I talk about that. How I drink and me rum and I tip and bend over. Go talk about this. How I bubble and I fling it and I walk up my bumper. Go talk about that. How I drink and me rum and I tip and bend over. Yeah, go talk.
Hold on. Go and tell your friends what we on here
Talking,
doing.
keep
We on the
talking.
ABC, how you able to top off. Yeah. I can be dangerous. I can't help. Go tell you, man.
I see that one Faith in Blaqrose vehicle and the top was off. How you gonna allow that?
Listen, that's my guy. I showing him out.
Look.
That is my
They're not
guy.
serious. They're not serious.
So don't worry about it. Wait. What is that Armand doing? Is that Armand?
What is my look at the recording me?
Well, that's a matter for them.
Oh.
Hold on, we pull this back. We pull this back. We pull this back. We pull this back. Pull
We
it
got
all
line
the
up
way
there now.
back. What you got line up here, Fifth? Controversy. That's what.
Spider, figure yourself, Spider. Have your jelly just to the blue, yellow, black bandana. Put up your right hand if you a real dandada. A BAJAN killer, a real trend. They can be peeling when we in the dance with the men, them holler. All of the bodies, real top shutters. The girls, they squatting, roll up your pants, slay like a play for you. You know the BAJAN code.
Right.
Too.
And a brass bowl. Flinging some brass
Don't care
balls
where we
today.
go to. And a BAJAN code too. And a done the place
Faith
anyway
Callender,
that we
yo,
go.
BAJAN
Yeah, drop
code.
to the floor, dip then more. Jiggle in the middle, call your fit in the fiddle on your body. Yeah. Can't get more. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody can test. All of this beat, beat your chest. Caribbean girls, you know we's the best. Hey, so, you see the BAJAN girls, sweet like a fresh snow cone, pretty color. Condensed milk for the
Molasses.
top. I saw me, 2 cup.
And a brass bowl.
You know the BAJAN code too. And I get so many options for clean too. And a snow cone too.
Two salt bread. Two salt breads and a snow cone. They
Yeah,
can
drop
show
to
it.
the floor. Jiggle in the middle, cause you fit like a fiddle and your body is sore. Can't get bored.
What?
Two and a brass bowl. 2 fish cakes and a snow cone.
Fish here and a snow cone. And back going that fish. Let's get beef.
You know the
Let's
BAJAN
get beef
code.
flour.
Done the place anyway that we go again.
Faith Callender 2025.
Yes, sir.
A very controversial song.
We got the BAJAN.
She got the grannies getting on bad. But
Yeah.
you know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy about this song?
Tell me what's crazy.
What's
A
crazy
lot
is
is
that
crazy.
the people who I thought like when I see the people who were complaining about it versus the people that actually don't have an
Embracing it.
issue
Yep.
with it
Yep.
is the other way around.
Yep. Listen.
Because
I see the Montreal grown women, you know. I can't remember the exact organization, but it's like a committee of Barbadians in Montreal.
speaking of
And them repost this song and bigging up this song.
yeah,
Consulate of Toronto post this song.
like it's crazy. Like the older the older generation is embracing it, but the younger
Maybe
generation,
because they understand the culture.
but the
They had
younger,
more culture in them.
The younger generation, like
Not all the young ones. You can't
Some.
put everybody. Yeah, you
Some.
can't slap everybody
but
together. A bit of everything. A bit of the old, a bit of the young. For it, and against it. What you can do, you can't please everybody.
I mean, yeah, you really can't please everybody because, you know, if you're pleasing everybody, you gotta be doing something wrong.
It's true. You're
Something,
not being true to yourself,
Yeah,
and I
not-
will always be true
Yeah,
to
boy,
me.
for sure. Let me hit some PS now.
All right.
Feel you ready for PS?
She give me big fat heavy charge. You can never tell me what to do.
Could never.
You can never
Thing is cursing and this don't do you know this and then last year.
Anyway,
don't let me have to tell you, move ya.
Move ya.
Bring 3 rounds when the crew come out, we ain't playing no.
Right.
Don't tell me that the bar and not we pay money in here. When I see the face down Blaqrose, you know we climbing up there. It ain't no surprise the people calling up my name.
Calling.
Juicy, juicy, heavy, heavy. If you see me shaky, shaky, dirty, dirty, dirty waist, all in your face. If you see me walking up the big fat, vision to bring the camera close, we doing the most.
Right.
I don't mean to buzz us with the baddest from coast to coast.
You know that.
Shake the bumper more, shake the bumper more, shake the bumper, shake the
Shake
bumper,
it more.
shake the bumper.
Shake it more.
Bring 3 rounds when the crew come out, we ain't playing no games. Don't tell me that the bar and not we pay money in here. When I see the face down Blaqrose, you know we climbing up there.
You know.
It ain't no surprise the people calling up my name.
Let me go.
Juicy, juicy, heavy, heavy. If you see me shaky, shaky, dirty, dirty, dirty waist, all in your
I ready
face.
to
If
walk
you
at this
see
from
me
over.
walking up,
I ready to walk up too.
Oh no.
pull up, juicy, juicy, heavy, heavy. If you see me shaky, shaky, dirty, dirty, dirty waist, all in your face. If you see me walking up the big fat heavy.
I ready for the road though. I can't honestly. I really looking forward to jumping this Kaduma. Like usually I just be
jump.
working a lot. I know you be working.
Oh, home sleeping.
Or once.
I stopped home last year actually, because I was tired. I was like, I was on a different level of tired.
I get you.
I was like, you know what?
I
You
get
start
you.
home. I just rest. Or was it year before? I can't remember. Either last year or before I start home. I was tired because
I wanna use
that
this.
pump was.
Yeah, serious. I want to use this Kadoma Day though as my like ultimate release for you. Just got my girls. I know. I just I
putting
know
on
this
costume,
season.
aren't they?
Yeah, jumping with Crave. For
They
sure.
got Crave every single time.
Yo, say, girls be outside.
You know what's crazy? I have a wow. You see, I should have gone with my money, you know. So I actually have a friend of mine from DC who came here last year for the first time. She bought a costume for Crave. She jumped on the road. She got the backpack and everything. And when it was time to go back to DC, she was like, Rose, I am not trying to be like these other girls that be trying to carry back the backpack. I had a great time. I had great memories. Money ain't an issue. Hold that backpack. And that is the backpack that y'all see in my videos when they post on Instagram. That always in the back. I was thinking about putting the backpack in the back of here because it's crop over time. But
Right.
you know, my mind wasn't minding. So, and it from Crave,
Right.
which is crazy. But big up Crave
Big up
every
Crave,
single
for
time.
sure,
So
for sure.
they can look for Faith outside
On the road.
on the road, full costume.
Cyrene.
She and the other bodies.
I in the Cyrene section. So again, wanna section.
Yo, I know I'm gonna check and see what the
Yeah,
name of
boy.
these sections.
They
and
give me
things.
too much choice dilemma, but I settle on that.
But you see, as a man, I don't think we really be checking for sections. We just be looking at what the costumes look like and how much it costs. You know, if you're buying a costume for your shorty, we don't be checking. We don't be checking for the names. We just want to make sure that shorty look good in whatever she choose. So
fair enough.
you know, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's my release day. Cause I know this season gonna be a very interesting one.
yeah, boy, I feel like
So I need to release on
I
the
feel
road.
like this season gonna be a real pump, and I see people are asking more for a second day.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
now that we on that topic, Faye, if you like, all right, we've done carnivals in other Caribbean islands. You really think that Barbados ready for a second? You think that we could, as partiers, you feel Bajans ready?
I feel they'll be willing.
Because if the road get changed year before and the complaint and say it too long,
But then if it's the next day, they got time to go home, they got time to lay down and come back out fresh. You know what I mean? I think they'll be willing to
But-
at least give it a try. And then you will hear the complaining from the after. Because we can't help complain. They're gonna complain for sure.
they said, man, we want to change the road. All right, they do it when we went across the highway. They complain. They said, man,
That
the
was
road.
also nice.
Huh?
That was also nice.
What? That
The
road?
highway. I like the fact that it was the highway, but it was
That
too
road was
dead
nice.
because they didn't really have people outside.
Right. So I think what could have happened was to get some more vendors to be on the site.
Yeah.
If they had more vendors and more activity on the site,
Then, yes.
then between because when you pass Warrens, when you get to that first bend, there literally was nothing.
Big man,
until
we was
you-
singing to trees. We was
Basically,
funny truck singing to trees.
basically, so I feel if they had more things happening on the site, like
For sure.
every like quarter mile, eighth mile, something like that, if maybe.
To make it more interesting and
Yeah.
engaging, interacting. Yeah.
But what I would say though is that last year's route, which I think that's this road again. They have
yeah, you
that.
think so? But I don't think the many announcements or nothing yet.
Well, this is what I will say. For whoever is watching this, the route that we had in 2024, I could go with that again this
Yeah,
year. I would
yeah.
like to go back on the highway because it's more room for the trucks and stuff like that. However, the route we took last year, which I think some bands started from Queen's Park, some started from Helipad, some started from a little further down on Princess Alice Highway. We would have passed Kensington, come up the road as Carrier to Hazel by Maps, and then turn left. That road was excellent because you're technically going around in a circle and meeting back at Kensington. So you ain't gotta hurt your head with walking all the way back to your vehicle. You can park in that location. I love that.
right.
I'm all for that. But yeah, see, we're doing madness on the road, boy. But yeah, I know. Do I jump? No. Am I willing to jump? Maybe. But I don't know if it will put on costume.
You don't go on a costume, or t-shirt, or
I just
buy
want
a shirt. You in the gym?
I just want to
You
buy.
in the gym heavy? No, take off a shirt.
Yeah, I trying to get. I trying.
Listen.
Listen, when my abs start to show here, they're gonna go and beg me to put on a shirt. They're gonna have. Remember, I told you all this. If I ever get back the abs that I had when I was in secondary school, they will beg me to put on a shirt. I'm putting on a shirt. I outside. We getting into the final song because I gotta get Faith back home. Ooh.
Yeah.
First thing listening?
I like the vibe already. I purposely didn't listen to it because you had to sing it today,
That
so
was the best day.
I can hear it for the first time right now.
Except for remember the words.
Only time I like to stand in a line is to get inside of my favorite line. A party. It does take me back to a special time. Back in the day, waiting to get in and go back. All of it remind me. I give me but a place when I see my crush over there. So don't waste time, let me start the jamming right here. So smile on my face when the two and we make contact. Long time I wait upon a feeling like we in a school hall. Winding up, climbing up top this big box and we grinding up. This one is a school hall. It's time enough. Memories in the waistline. We throw it back. Color we throw it back. Throw it back. Right back. Color we throw it back.
Throw it back.
Right back. Color me see ya. Throw back. Right back. Throw back.
Throw it back.
Throw back.
In the back
Look
seat.
back.
Throw it back.
When the vibe is high and the lights on low, down in a cozy corner we winding slow in the party. I remember short pants was the uniform and my butt up on the platform.
You know your phone playing platform, you doing your job.
A different energy when I see my friends over there. So don't waste time, let me start the jamming right here. So smile on my face when the whole of we make contact. Long
Right.
time I wait upon a feeling like that. Like we in a school hall. Winding up, climbing up top this big box and we grinding up. This place is a school hall. It's time enough. Memories in the waistline. We
Then you walk up far.
Call me throw it back.
Right
that
back.
drum?
Throw it back.
Right back.
Call me see ya. Throw back.
Back.
Throw back.
Back.
Throw back.
Right back.
Hey, like we in a school hall. Winding up, climbing up top this big box and we grinding up. Let's make this a school hall. It's time enough. Memories in the waistline. Let me throw it back. Let me throw it back.
Throw it back.
Right back.
Right
Let me
back.
throw it back. Right back. Let me see ya. Throw back. Throw back.
Wow. Faith Callender
2025.
2025, the Soca baddie.
Yes, sir.
School Hall.
School hall.
Yo, who produced this though?
Green Shanty.
Green
Big Eddie
Shanty
man.
with the live instruments. You know who I thought it was at first? I actually thought it was Red Boys because you know Red Boys love some live instruments.
It's true.
But shout outs to Green Shanty. Actually, no, before you go, one last question. Out of groovy, pace, and I guess it would say raga. Because you know, like the 105, people they call that raga. And then when you're in the 115 to 120 something, they call that groovy. And then over that is pace. Like which of those three you like?
I like all.
Which you prefer if you had to pick one? If you had to pick one. If the team was to say, here we're going on. We picking one and we going on the road this year. Which one would you go with?
That's a hard one for real because last year my favorite thing to perform was Pace, which was PAMPALAM. The energy of it. Being able to run on stage and just be jumping up.
Frank.
You know what I mean? Like,
Frank.
but
I
at
ain't
the
gonna lie,
same
when I caused some
time,
problems with them songs last year, for real.
yes, and we causing more problems.
Yeah, more problems this year again.
But
Yeah.
but I like the sweet as well.
Because that's how you
get
started.
to sing out and you get to sing out, you get to do a little slow, sexy wine, and so that's a hard question. That's why this year I am doing a bit of everything because I am versatile, and I enjoy them all. So why not?
So you can
Produce them all.
You can hit a
Bashment,
pace, you can hit a little
pace,
bash.
sweet, raga, as you say, and I'm doing commentary as well.
Are you doing social commentary as well?
Kaiso.
Da, 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 da.
Yes. I love social commentary.
You can talk about some. You can talk about some things then.
I can talk about something.
You know, if you go in social commentary, you gotta hit in them. You gotta hit in some real serious topics.
Yeah.
This game gotta be real thick too.
I've done it before. I actually made it to the finals the first time I did it. So I think I built for this.
All right.
I built for this. I built my back broad.
Because if you feel that bashment is that licks, ain't say what anything too touchy. Just cover the pitchforks for your social commentary, boy.
It's true. I'm frightened.
Are you waiting for
I'm
it?
afraid.
I mean, we don't DJ social commentary, but if you got a banger, but either way, Faith, thank you so much for making the time today. Also, big congrats on the nomination again.
Thank
I
you.
hope you bring home that one.
I hope so too.
Not just because you're my friend, but I feel like a BAJAN bringing that home gonna put some more eyes on Barbados,
Yeah,
especially when it comes to soca music.
For
So
sure,
I would
for
be, I would feel good.
Wanna
if you
go
bring
and
that
vote
home.
for me? Caribbean Music Awards. Just go up on their page, Instagram. Go to
vote.
Soca Impact Awards. Scroll down, you can see me there. Just go support it. Thank you.
Simple as that. Because if you bring it home, more eyes gonna be on me. Bit. Yo, who's this Faith Callender? What she sing? And then when they're gonna look for you, then they can see other artists be like, oh, okay, all right, cool, thing. So yeah, go and vote. Go and vote. Let you bring it home. But yeah, I can let you go and get some rest and thing and get ready for your tea
Thank you.
party.
Thank you, kind sir.
It's some, drink some tea and eat some compots.
Love and light, everybody. Blessings every time.
For sure, another episode in the can. Pick up and vibe. Yo, I know as time goes by, I can start to enjoy this even more and more and more. I ain't gonna lie.